To God be the glory. Man, like this, obviously disappointed in the way we came out in that first half. And I knew just after watching Bethune for a few days, man, I knew they were a tougher team than what they had shown. The particular game that caught my eye was they were at Virginia, and they had the lead, late in that game. And that's when I knew. I said, man, those guys won't come in here and lay down. We would have to bring a fight, and it would have to be for 40 minutes. And, man, I mean, hats off to Coach. Man, I thought he had a great game plan. They tried to isolate her some. And then I thought our lack of offense affected our defense. And, man, when you're trying to close out good teams like that, you can't let what happened offensively reflect on the defensive end. And so I thought that's where it got lost, and man, that's on me, because we have to come out better than what we did tonight, and that's on me.
Coach, it looked like when you got a stop, you couldn't score.
Right.
You couldn't put complementary basketball together. Was that the case?
Well, yeah. So what they did, and which was a big time move of his. Like, he knows we wanted to get out. We wanted to get out in transition. So what they did, they normally crashed with 3 and sometimes 4. Well, tonight, man, it was basically with one guy, and so they basically got back, and then they contested us really well at the rim. And I thought they'd had a heck of a game plan.
Coach, when you look at that basketball game, and it almost seemed like you guys were trying to get 6 points of possession.
Right.
When you got down.
Right, and that's not how it works. It's one stop at a time, and it's one play at a time. And in those games, man, you can't get sped up when you get behind. And I thought we did a good job coming out in the second half, but then we hit that low where, man, all right, we got the lead. Now it's all right. Let's turn it on, and it's like, man, just make the simple play. The simple plays are what got us back in that game, and like we couldn't make enough simple plays for us to get over the hump.
Coach, my last question.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
It looked like Bethune-Cookman, when you penetrated, they were playing the pass.
Right.
Saying, okay, you want to go for basket for 2, we're just not going to let you get 3.
Right. And they, like I said, they did a great job of trying to protect the paint. But then, I was shocked at the way we shot it, man, after shooting it so well the last few days. And then I had a ton of guys in the gym the last few days getting a bunch of shots. So I was stunned at the way we shot it. But, what I'm saying, the thing we can't do is let our offense dictate our defense. And we have to learn that. It's a hard lesson to learn tonight because you hate losing at home, but it's one that we have to show them on film, learn from it, and move on and get ready for a good East Texas A&M team on Saturday.
Coach, you guys took the lead there at 37-35. Then they come back with a 17-2 run. How much did that affect the Bulls, maybe emotionally and in a confidence?
I just thought, when we turned it up defensively, we got a few stops in a row, which led to us being able to get out in transition, being able to get some open threes in transition. But then, we came down, and I thought Jaden took a great 3, but he didn't get back. So, his lack of getting back led to while we're up, 2, man, we give up an and 1. And that's kind of like a momentum breaker. So it's just making the simple plays over and over and over, and the same boring habits over and over and over. And if you continue to do that, man, that's when you're talking about having discipline. And right now we're an undisciplined team, when adversity hits. So we have to be better moving forward in that area.
How much did early in the game, missing, open threes and things, how much was that a kind of like a step for Bethune-Cookman?
Yeah, because it fit their game plan.
Yeah.
They wanted to protect the paint first, and they did a really good job of that. We got the shots we wanted. We just didn't knock them down in that first half, and then we dug ourselves a hole, and then you had to climb out of it.
Anything else for Coach? Coach, it's tough when a team doesn't miss a free throw in the second half. Isn't it?
Man, like I said, kudos to them. They did a great job. Like, they didn't settle. They had complete control, even though we kept knocking at the door and just couldn't get over the hump, making enough plays. But, man, they did a great job. They didn't settle. And like I said, they made some tough shots when we had chances. We had it down to 4 a couple times, and man, they just made some tough shots, which, you know, they really hadn't shown that. But man, like I said, they did a great job tonight.